if you know me at all, you know I like just a little bit of drama. So I decided to pick a color for my study that was a little bit off the charts. Why? Why did I pick this color? So it is a Saturday morning. It is so dark and rainy outside. It's so different than the normal weather that we have around here. So I'm like having to pull in extra lights and all this. So please ignore my bed and the mess and everything else because, yeah, it is what it is. You know, I wasn't doing a whole lot. This is really just an intro into my head. It is a scary place. Most people don't want to be here, including me. Um, but so when it came to I call it my study, and my daughter says it is like the hallway between the kitchen and the bathroom, and she's kind of right. It is like pretty much just a space. But in this space is the most beautiful, wondrous, magnificent fireplace. Um, it is huge, and I don't think the pictures are gonna really, do it justice. So when I first saw this room, when I first looked at the house, I had in my head a concept of what I wanted. And it was not exactly cottagecore, but it's just like the room said, this is the color I need to be. My thought process on this is I love, love, love coffee houses. And I mean, I love my tea too, but the coffee houses are, I love the warmth. Like when you go into one, it feels like you're just enveloped with this nice coziness. And since I have this magnificent fireplace, my thought was I want to create the same ambiance in this room. Yeah, I used a big word there. It's not that big. The feel that I get in the coffee houses is what I was looking for. So we have several around here, and then I've been up to Maryland and New York City last year, and, of course, stopped in some great coffee houses. And they seem to have a consistent color, which kind of surprised me because you don't really notice, you just notice the warmth. But when I would get up to the walls and say, okay, what color is this? Because I want to recreate it somewhere. I didn't even have this house, but somewhere I knew I needed a room like this. And it was a color that I didn't really expect. So my first thought, with Avalon Cottage was to do like I wanted an earthy kind of tone. And so I was thinking in my head, like a terracotta, like a brownie, little bit of tinge of orange, but mostly, that earthy color. And I got paint samples and swatches and held them up to the fireplace because the fireplace I wanted to be the focal point of the room. And it just died. Like the fireplace just died with that color. It was not enough to make that statement that I was looking for. So I'm gonna let you see the reveal. Okay, so this is what I had to work with. And it is quite a bit more yellow. There's the frame of the door. It's quite a bit more yellow and brown than it's actually showing on here. So this was in the kitchen and the study. I did some DIYs with some things that I have growing because, as you know, I am a little on the frugal side, and plus if you have all these natural materials, there is no reason to not use them. Why go buy things? I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my Hobby Lobby. I was there last night. I love Hobby Lobby. But I also love the whole cottagecore mentality, and let's decorate like it would have been decorated, a couple of 100 years ago. Come with me and let's see what color I chose. Okay, you ready for the reveal? Here is my color. Ah! Now, I did not do this for fall. It is not a fall thing. This is the color I envisioned from the very beginning. So let's take a look at the study. And here is my little fall looking year-round study room. My fireplace is so absolutely huge. And yeah, if you can, I don't even know how to explain really how big and massive this thing is. But here is just some random things from the house. We have a little corner nook that I actually did not buy anything for this. This is just stuff I had. Oh, I lied. My Battenberg glaze curtain. I did buy that. This, right here, something that I made. We'll talk about that in a minute. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love this color. Now, my children weren't always on board with this. When I first started, they kept saying, what are you doing? Like, this color is the ugliest thing, but it's really not. And it actually looks more orange here. I mean, it is orange. I can't lie, it is orange. But it actually looks more orange here than it does in person. It is darker. But this is what I was going for. So yeah, here we can sit by the fire that I don't have going. I know this is kind of dark, but there is the wood stove in the center, which I have to sand down and paint. Have not used it this year. But yeah, this is my thought process for my study. I hope you love it. I do. That might have been a little bit of a shocker. So here's what I did to DIY a couple of the decorations. I needed to trim some trees, and I thought, okay, I basically just got some zip ties, tied this together, threw a burlap. I didn't even make a bow on this one. Just a burlap knot, and this greenery is fake greenery, but I picked it up somewhere like really, really cheap. Please do not look at the kitchen behind, because oh my god, that is my room that I really, really need to redo. So then I just wanted some of the natural elements. Remember, I've got so many grapevines. So let's take a look at this one. I did the same thing with these sticks. I had some burlap left over, and I found a pearl necklace that was broken, obviously not real pearls, and I couldn't do anything with it, so I decided to just hot glue wrap that around there and throw some extra greenery in there, and yeah, there you go. The last one I did is from my grapevine or muscadine vine. I just kind of tied it. I didn't want a circle for this one. I wanted it to have a different shape. So I let it dry out. I zip tied it, threw a burlap bow on it, and there you go. Absolutely free decor, which I love. So there you have it. The only money I really spent on this room was the cost of the paint. So that was 1 gallon of Sherwin-Williams. And if I can find the color, I'll link it below. I think I still have the can. 1 gallon of paint for that, 1 gallon of primer, a curtain. That was it. So Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the room tour. Did you like the color, or you think it's weird? I will say this: it is better in person, but you can't see that because you're there and I'm here. I would love to hear your comments. I feel like the pumpkin is still cottagecore in that it is a very natural color. Even though it's bright, go outside and look at your pumpkin. I know you've got one sitting on your front porch. Go look at that pumpkin because I'll bet you that the color of my wall is the same as my pumpkins outside. And so, in that respect, I feel like it is cottagecore with that natural tone, just like nature on fire. You know, fire, fire. I hope you enjoyed this video and let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. And I think I'm going to try to do a fall photo shoot later if it ever quits raining. So I will see you in the next video. Bye. Crap. I'm like seeing rings around my eyes. Just like that movie. Okay. Which was really, really bad. Like, so bad. And there was a little hiccup there. Did you see that?